Hello students, how are you? This is Virendra, your computer science teacher, and I am here to give you the most important lecture based on list manipulation. Students, as the board says that today we are going to have the practical demonstration. So students, what topic we are going to have this? Okay, कौन-कौन से टॉपिक हम खत्म करेंगे? Okay, पहला टॉपिक हमारा है लिस्ट ऑपरेशंस एंड इसके अलावा हम एक और टॉपिक खत्म करेंगे क्रिएटिंग, दूसरा एक्सेसिंग और लास्ट में ट्रैवर्सिंग द लिस्ट. ठीक है. Today in this video we are going to have this thing only, and by using this thing we are trying to understand how to create the particular list, how to modify it, how to do the operations in it. Okay students, इस वीडियो को प्रॉपर तरीके से देखिएगा और प्रैक्टिस करिएगा जरूर. In case you are facing some kind of issue, some kind of doubts, I am always here to resolve your doubts. So what are you waiting for? Please come to my laptop so that I can give you the brief practical demonstration for this thing. Okay, please come. Going to start the class. Students, as you know that in the previous online class we have completed how to create, access and traverse the list. These 3 points we have completed, and also I have given the introduction as well as basics of the list. Okay, in this video what you will going to learn here, you will have the practical demonstration of the same as well as few new topics will be considered in this video. So students, without wasting any of the time, I am going to open the Python screen and then we'll proceed further. So this is your Python screen. It is taking a little bit of time to open. Now finally it's open now, and first of all we are going to understand what is list. List is nothing but it's a one kind of container that are used to store the list of the values of any type. Yes, आप जो लिस्ट बनाएंगे वो किसी भी तरह का डेटा उसके अंदर, किसी भी तरह का एलिमेंट्स उसके अंदर आप रख सकते हैं आप. ठीक है. जो लिस्ट होते हैं कई तरह की लिस्ट होती है, जैसे कि एम्प्टी लिस्ट. ठीक है, जैसे कि एम्प्टी लिस्ट, जैसे मैंने लिखा एल के बाद मैंने इस तरीके से स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट यूज़ किया. अब देखिए बिल्कुल सही है ये. दिस इज कॉल्ड एम्प्टी लिस्ट. इसी तरह से अगर हम कुछ वैल्यूज़ इंसर्ट करना चाहें, अगर जिसमें लिखा एल के बाद मैंने लिखा एल, तो 1, 2, 3. See, so this one the list for the numbers. The elements of the list is numbers. See, no error is there. Finally, one more thing. Suppose I want to insert the elements which belongs to character or string. Then how could you do that? First of all, I have written single quotation mark and then put one comma here. Then after you can write one more like this. Okay, and then close the same thing. See, no error is there. It means that empty string, whatever the number is there, whatever the characters are there, okay, each and everything is come under a string here, right? Now student, in the same thing, if you want to store the string in the list, how can I do that? First of all, I have taken one variable, then after square bracket, then single quotation. Suppose I have written here computer like this, then after take again one more. Suppose I have written here science like this, then close it. See, nothing is problem. Okay students, suppose I want to see the result. See, this is the one kind of list where you have only 2 elements. First element is computer, second one is science. If you want to have the mix of all these things, then how can I do that? First of all, I have written here, then square bracket. Suppose I have written 1, then suppose I want to take a different kinds of number, then I can take the number. If you want to take the character, you can take it like this. Suppose you want to insert a string. Suppose I have written here a name here, then you can do that. So several kinds of characters, several kinds of elements are there in this list. See, and if I want, then this is the all things are elements consist of in a single list, right? So students, these are the types of list. And one more thing I just want to show you here, if you want to have the nested list, how can you define that? First you will write like this, then square bracket, suppose I have taken this one, then again put comma, then again one more square bracket is there, and you have to write something else. Suppose I have written here a comma b, like this, a comma b, then you have to close the square bracket, print here, then see the result here. But here I want to show you something here. I want to show you something. Okay, so I'm just make a copy of this thing. So I'm just copying in a notepad here. Let's close it and then open it again. It is open within a few seconds. Okay, just wait for a while. Now again I will put here, then suppose I want the ask you one question here. Then if you have suppose elements in the list here, then how many elements are there in this list? Maybe your answer is 4, maybe your answer is 3. Okay, but according to this list only 3 elements are there. Let's take an example here. This is the first one, because you know that if you do the indexing here, the indexing always start from 0, and this is the forward indexing. If you want to use the backward indexing, it always start from the -1, -2, like this. Okay, and you have to skip the last one. Okay, suppose I want the first element, then see 1 is the first element, and then after suppose I want to take the second one, then see the second one, then after I want the third one. I want the third one. See, third one consists of 2 elements. And suppose I want to check the one more thing, then suppose I have written here 3 here. Then what will happen here? Nothing, because list index is out of range. Okay, so this practical demonstration clears you that in this list only and only 3 elements are there, right? Now students, it's time to go forward, and we'll use the some few things more here, right? Students, as I have already told you in the previous class, that you can create the list with the help of 2 more functions here. Okay, I'm going to use the first one here. The name is list function. Okay, the name is list function. Suppose I have written L, and I have used the list function here like this, and in this I am just writing here one word here. Suppose I have written hello, then close the bracket and successfully run. Now I want to see the result, how many elements are there in this list. Okay, see total how many elements are there? 5 elements are there. Okay, H, E, L, L and O. So this implies that you can create the list with the help of list function, right? Okay, one more way is there. Suppose I have written here t equal to, suppose I have taken some of the tuple here, so I will take this like this. Suppose I have written here W, then E, then R, then close it, right? This is the one kind of tuple. Now students, I will pass this thing in a list function like this, in a list function. Like this. Okay, see, no error is there. Now if I want to see the list, okay, how many elements are there and what are the that elements, then if you want to do this, you will see like this. So these are the list of the elements. right? One more thing, if you want to pass the input function inside the list function, you can do that. How can I proceed for that? Let's write here list, then after your bracket, right here input, then right here enter the elements of the list. Then after you will just proceed like this, press enter. Now once it is press enter, it is asking for the elements. It is asking for the elements. Suppose I have written here 2, 3, 4, 5, then press enter. So now what is happening here? You have entered 4 elements in a list. Let's see what is how we're going to represent it. Okay, so what we'll just write here L, and then this is the elements here, right? I have written here comma because comma is also the part of the list here. If you write only the number, then only the number will be the part. And second thing, you have written the comma also. The comma is also the part of this list. Okay, so please remember here. Suppose I want to run one more time. So you have to press Alt P here. You have to press Alt P for repeating the command. So just I'm going to take the copy of this thing. Okay, press enter. Now it is asking for the number. Then I have written 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I want to see the result, see the result. Okay, so I have typed here 2, 3, 4, 5, then it will show your result. So students, I think you are able to understand that this is the way to have the particular result for the list. Okay, now students, we are coming to the second method to create the list. So let's close this window. Now I am going to open the same window one more time. Now finally it's open now. So second one is eval function. Next one is eval function. How we are going to do that? How we are going to use that? Suppose I have written eval, then bracket, and inside the single quotation I have written it like this. Suppose I have written here one more time eval, then plus, then suppose I have taken one more number, then close your bracket here. Okay, so right now what is happening here? It is considering the expression, whatever the string you are entering, that string is considered as a expression, and that expression will be evaluated here. That's a function of that main function of eval. Okay, let's press enter. See, the result is 7. Okay, if you want to use the double quotation mark, you can also write like this, plus and then 5. Close your bracket here. See, the same result you will get, right? If you want to multiply, you can just change the operator here, right? Okay, one more thing I just want to explain here. If you want to pass the input function inside the eval, you can do that. How we are going to do that? Suppose I have taken a variable here, and then I will write here eval here, then this is your bracket, and inside the bracket I am just writing here input, then bracket here, and just write here enter the elements of list. Close your bracket here. See, now it is asking for the elements, so you can choose the elements here. Suppose I have written here 23 space 34 45 67, 4 elements I have taken it. So now there is one more error here. So what will be the error? Let's find out. So students, I have checked here, the eval function is not working in the interactive mode. I have tried in the script mode also. In the script mode it is running, but you are not getting the exact result. Let me show you like this. I have clicked on run. Now I have given some kind of input here. Suppose I have entered the list elements are 1 2 3. See, the exactly 1 2 3 is coming. It means that it is not running the exactly. Okay, so there is some exception here with the eval, and you are using the input function in the eval function. So the exception is sometime it is not running in the interactive mode as well as in script mode also. You are not getting the exact result. Okay, so just skip it, this part. Okay, just skip it. Now let's come to the next part. In the next part we are going to understand about how we are doing the traversing of the list. How we are going to do the traversing. Traversing हम कैसे करें हम? So for doing the traversing, what we will do, first of all we will consider some kind of list here, and then we will try to use the same. Okay, so for this we will come to the script mode, and in the script modes I have taken one variable here L, and inside the list I am just writing here some kind of letters here. Okay, like this. So you will just write the same thing as I'm writing here. Okay, so please ensure that if you are mentioning the character here, that should be in single quotation, and if you are mentioning the your string also, then it should be in single or double quotation, right? So please be remember this thing. Now I have taken one of the list here. Now after that I'm just, if you want to have the result, if you want to traverse the same thing, if you want to access the same thing and also processing the same, then you have to use the for loop here. So for, I have taken one variable here in, and I have written here L. L is the list for that elements. Now after that do some indentation here. So you have to give the 4 spaces, 1 2 3 4. Then I have written here print, then I will just write here print. That's it. And please don't forget to put the colon here, because the condition is getting terminated with the help of colon. Now save this. After saving, just browse to the desktop, because I'm saving each and every program on the desktop here. Okay. Now I'm just giving some name here with extension .py. Finally it's saved. Now let's try to run here and then see what is the result we are coming here. See, this is the loop here beginning here, because I have used here L. L means whatever the list you are having, okay, how many total 5 elements are there, it is repeating 5 times. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, I need to mention here A here, that's it, if you want to have the result here as a list. Okay, now one more time, just save it and then run. So right now within few seconds you will get the result. See, whatever the list I have taken, that it is printed now. Okay, one more logic is there. There is one more logic. The logic behind is, what you will do here, you will try to take one list here and try to find out the length of the list. Suppose I have written length equal to, I am using here length function, and inside the length I have passed L. So after that, what you will do here, you will just write here length. Okay, so how we are going to use the length here? By writing the range function here. So inside the range you will just write the length. You will just write the length. Okay, now after that you have to take the printout of the same. So right now I just want to have the printout as two-way. Okay, like this. I just want to print out I want the index number as well as the elements of the same. Okay, now save it and then run it. So it is taking a little bit of time. Now finally within few seconds you will get the result. See the index number, 0 index number you will get Y, and 1 index number you will get U, second index number you will have I, at 3 you will R, and 4 it is T. Okay, so this is also the way to access and traverse the list. Okay, so students, I hope you are able to understand what I am trying to teach here. Now students, I am going to close this window and then try to reopen, and now it's time to add some kind of new topic, and the new topic is list operations. The topic name is list operations. How we are going to do that? किस तरीके से करेंगे हम, इसको हम देख लेते हैं. लिस्ट ऑपरेशन हम करने जा रहे हैं. सबसे पहले लिस्ट ऑपरेशन में क्या क्या चीज़ें आएंगी. ओके, लेट मी शो यू. लिस्ट operation. List operation. In the list operation, three things are coming here. Number one, joining. Number two, replicating. Number three, slicing. Okay, joining, replicating and slicing. Okay, so what we'll do here, first of all we're going to understand about what is joining, how we're going to do the joining. So what I'll do here, first of all I have taken the one list here. The name of the list is L1, and I have taken here 1, 2, 3. This is the first list. Suppose I have taken the second one also, and here you will just write here 4, 5. Okay, suppose I have written this one 5, 6, 7. Okay, now student, two lists are already defined here. Now I want to add the same. So for adding this, I just do like this, L1 plus L2. So what will happen here, the L2 getting added at the last. L1 के बाद आपका L2 ऐड होगा यहाँ पर बिल्कुल लास्ट में. ठीक है, इस तरीके से देखिए 1, 2, 3 स्टार्टिंग में आ गया और 5, 6, 7 आपका आ गया लास्ट में. ओके, सो दिस इज द वे टू ऐड द सेम थिंग. और अगर मैंने यहाँ पर एक और लिस्ट मैंने बना दी यहाँ पर L1, L2, और मान सपोज करिए मैंने L3 भी बना दिया अगर, और L3 में डाल दिया मैंने 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. ठीक है, और मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पर L1 प्लस L2 प्लस L3. अब देखिए यहाँ पर तीनों आपके प्रॉपर तरीके से, यानी कि आप कई सारे लिस्ट को भी आपस में इस तरीके से ऐड कर सकते हैं आप. सो आई थिंक दिस इज द सिंपलेस्ट वे टू ऐड द लिस्ट हियर, राइट, फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द लिस्ट हियर. सो दैट्स अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल. बट स्टूडेंट्स, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग. इफ यू वांट टू ऐड L1 plus 2, okay, you want to add the number with the list, can it will be added? No, it will give the error. Okay, integer can't be added with the list, right? Now let me show you second thing. If you want to add a particular string with the list, can it be possible? Let me show you. Let me show you. So first of all, L1, this is the list name, and I have taken here 1, 2, 3, and finally I just want to add with the string. Suppose I have taken a string here. Okay, suppose I have taken this one, so you can't add the string also, right? And if I want to add any complex number, it can't be added here. So please be remember here, it can't be added. You will get the error. Can only concatenate list to list. केवल एक लिस्ट दूसरे लिस्ट से कॉन्केटेनेट हो सकती है, रेस्ट आपका ऐड नहीं होगा. तो इसको आप याद रखिएगा, यहाँ पर इस चीज़ को आप याद रखिएगा. अब कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट बातें हैं आपके लिए जो मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा. यहाँ पर आपको बताया कि नंबर आपका ऐड नहीं हो सकता है, लेकिन स्ट्रिंग भी ऐड नहीं हो सकता है. एक आपका लॉजिक है जो बताना बहुत ज़रूरी है यहाँ पर. ठीक है, तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, एक बार मैं फिर से इसको बंद करता हूँ. बंद करने के बाद एक लॉजिक में आपको बताने जा रहा हूँ मैं. तो जस्ट वेट फॉर द पाइथन स्क्रीन एंड दे विल प्रोसीड फर्दर. सपोज आई हैव टेकन द L1 हियर, एंड देन I just want to, what I'll do here, take elements of the string here. Okay, this is the one, suppose this is the elements, and now what we'll do here, we'll try to add the one string here. So how we are going to do that? You will use augmented operator. Like this, L1 plus equal to, and suppose I want to add ABC. Okay, then this will work. The reason behind it, because plus and equal to used with the list. Okay, if you use plus equal to with the list, then what will happen here, then it requires the operand on the right side that should be iterable, that should be iterable. तो यहाँ पर आपने क्या बनाया, iterable बना दिया आपने, जिसकी वजह से ये आपका अब कॉन्कैटिनेट हो जाएगा। ये देखिए आपका कोई भी एरर नहीं आई। अब अगर आप L1 को देखोगे तो ये देखिए आपका ABC यहाँ पर ऐड हो गया। तो आप सिंपल तरीके से आप बिना आर्गुमेंटेड ऑपरेटर के यूज करेंगे तो ऐड नहीं हो पाएगा। तो इस चीज को आपको ध्यान रखना है आपको। और इसी तरह से अगर आपको नंबर जोड़ना हो तब क्या क्या पॉसिबल होगा, L1, ठीक है, सपोज मुझे L1 के साथ एक नंबर को जोड़ना है तो आपको पता ही है कि ये एरर आएगा, लेकिन यहाँ पर अब देखते हैं एरर आती है कि नहीं आती है। देखिए L1 प्लस इक्वल टू 2, ठीक है, क्यों, क्योंकि यहाँ पर आपने नंबर को ऐड करने की कोशिश की है। लेकिन अगर मैं इस तरीके से लिखूंगा अगर, ठीक है, इसको मैं एक लिस्ट में डाल दूंगा अगर, ठीक है, इस एलिमेंट को लिस्ट में डाल दूंगा, अब आपका एरर नहीं आएगा। ये देखिए 2 आपका लास्ट में ऐड हो गया ये, ठीक है। तो आपका जो मेन लिस्ट है उसमें आपका ये कॉन्कैटिनेशन हो गया यहाँ पर। सो आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टीच हियर। ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स नाउ इट्स टाइम टू हैव द रेप्लिकेशन ऑफ इन द लिस्ट। रेप्लिकेशन कैसे करेंगे इसको भी हम देख लेते हैं हम। सो स्टूडेंट्स, फॉर डूइंग द रेप्लिकेशन वी हैव टू यूज द स्टार ऑपरेटर, स्टार, ठीक है, ऑलरेडी ये डिस्कस हो गया था। कैसे करते हैं चलिए देखते हैं। मैंने लिखा है L1, L1 के बाद मैंने स्टार लगाया और स्टार के बाद मैंने लिख दिया 3, यानी कि जो लिस्ट है अब 3 बार उसको रिपीट करना चाहिए। सी देखिए 1 2 3 1 2 3 एंड अगेन 1 2 3। ओके, सो दिस इज द वे टू हैव द रेप्लिकेशन of the list. Okay, so students, now it's time to finish up this video. And students, one request I have, if you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe it, because without subscription you are able to face some kind of difficulties. And one more thing, please try to press the bell icon also, because bell icon gives you the one kind of notification also, right? So students, we'll meet in next video with a new topic. So students, I think you have watched the complete video and you have understood each and everything. But students, if you have any kind of doubt, any kind of problem, I am always with you, okay, to resolve your doubts. Students, it's a very very precious moment here that you are again trying to learn each and everything online. But students, please try to understand whatever your teacher, your subject teacher is trying to deliver with you. Students, इसी के साथ अब ये टाइम आ गया है इस वीडियो को खत्म करने का। So students, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep watching the other videos for the previous topics. And if you feel that you are trying, if you want any of the resolution of your doubts, you can contact with me. Okay, so students, finally I just want to say one more thing. Please subscribe my channel if you still not subscribed me, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can have the notification of the latest videos. So one more time, thank you so much.